I recently got attacked with multiple,
Porn.
I guess you're saying porn links in 3 of my top ranking articles. I disavowed them, but do you believe there's a way to secure my website from these attacks? No, there's no way to stop people from sending links to your website. In most cases, I wouldn't even disavow that. We actually,
Yeah,
we
don't
actually had
spend
a,
money unless you feel like you need to.
yeah, we actually had a really funny, someone tried to like negative SEO us, and they sent a bunch of like really dirty anchor text and stuff, a bunch of probably similar things to what you're talking about here. And it actually increased the rankings of the page. We didn't disavow it or anything. It actually helped us. And not just in the short term, it helped in the long term. And the reason is that for all of Google's talk about relevance and non-toxic domains and blah blah blah, the simple fact of the matter is a backlink is still a backlink, and like it's directing bots to crawl onto your website. It's Google, and I think there's some kind of like tolerance, right, where like Google, if they see that your overall backlink profile is pretty good and then you got a little like dirty mixed in there, then the scales are still balanced, and I think these can actually end up helping you. Nick did a cool case study on our website a long time ago, or a couple years ago or whatever, about injecting like spam as part of like a link building blast, doing a bunch of quality link building, and then on purpose injecting some like low quality spam in there, just as like a little extra boost, right?
Yeah.
A little bonus. And yeah, you can do stuff like this and it can work. So I wouldn't rush to disavow. If you start seeing like the ranking, like the page's rankings like drop a lot, you could consider doing it, or you might want to wait for a couple weeks and just see how things go. Because a lot of times you see a dip before you see an explosion, right? So it could dip down and then it could go a lot higher. Just it tends to happen a lot of the time. But anyway, I wouldn't really worry. You said multiple links. I'm guessing it's not like hundreds of thousands. If you're talking about a low number of these things, I really, really wouldn't worry about it. But if they start doing something where they're like spacing it out and they're sending these links repeated to you over time with like exact match anchors over the course of like a year or something, I feel like things can start to get kind of sketchy. We even saw in like Google's leaks that one of the things they pay attention to with these spam attacks is they look at the time interval in which they happen. If it happens within a small time interval, a lot of times they just ignore it because they say, "Oh, it's just spam." It's not a natural. Isn't how things happen naturally. We'll ignore these things. Versus if someone was to like space it out over time and was to look like they're doing things in a more calculated way and it's a sustained practice, then it can be a little bit more dangerous potentially. Anything to add on that, Nick?
No, not really. I mean, like typically this just ends up being psychological warfare between the site
Yeah.
owner and whether they want to disavow or whether everything's ruined, right? It's not ruined. You'll be okay. Porn is most likely way off of what your actual niche is. And typically when people are doing this kind of spam, they're not using high quality links. They're just using spam quality links. So, you're not getting a huge range of different kinds of websites that you're getting these things from. The spam is very obvious, very easy for an algorithm to catch, right? So again, same as before, last resort on the disavow. But if you are, confident in your disavow skills and you're just going in there and getting the porn stuff, then like Chris said, the only thing that you might be eliminating there is the off chance that some of this does add good crawlability over to your site, which sometimes
I'd leave it.
just keeping. Yeah. But your brain has to be able to handle that. You can't, some of y'all I know can't go to sleep at night thinking that your cement shop has, whatever porn attached to it. But
Just think about it like this. Once someone starts spamming you with porn links, you're part of the cool kids club now. You
yeah,
got a little dirt, on your shoulder. You're not this squeaky clean little nerd anymore playing around on the internet. You're playing the game where people are trying to take you down, and got some cool, you look a little cooler.
you're
So
taking
yeah,
food off people's plates at this point in time. They're trying to take it back. King of the Hill has started for you. Enjoy it.
yeah. But yeah, it's natural. Everyone gets spam all the time. And most of the time it doesn't work at all. like the extreme large majority of the times that I see.
And remember,
Uh,
when somebody did that, typically they're using money or time, or well, they are using money or time to try and get at you. It's even funnier when you get confident in the fact that it's not going to do shit to you, and if anything, like they're probably kind of helping your SEO here and there. So
and
you're just
they're agitated. They're agitated. They don't know what else to do. They can't beat you, so they're trying to use these like dirty tactics, but the tactics they're using are not sophisticated at all. And yeah, you can just imagine your competitor sitting in a dark room, brooding about you, with your looking at your picture on his screen, just wishing he was as successful as you.
so good, getting them so good.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.